This meditation will be primarily a guided meditation. And I did want to say that follow my words if it feels right to you. And I've had some of my best, most insightful meditations that have been guided when the guidance, I kind of go off course because something else is arising from me in response to the time that I've set aside that's been really, really valuable. So if you can follow my words, follow them. If you find yourself following your own inner sense of being, please go ahead and do that. Return to my words whenever it feels appropriate to you, okay? And we're going to start this meditation. I know a lot of meditations are silent, but we're going to start this one with just a little bit of vocalization. And I'll have you join in with me, okay? If you want to, you can. If you don't want to join in so that other people hear you, just keep your microphone muted. If you want to join, you can. And all we're going to do, it's going to be pretty simple. We will just take a few breaths worth of humming together, okay? And that will be kind of a way to set our nervous system for the rest of the meditation. Humming is quite a remarkably easy, effective way of bringing ourselves into our bodies. And also, if we can do it in a group, we're going to connect with each other as well. So I will lead the humming, and if you can join in, we'll have little delays, it'll be a little funny, but we'll just use that for the hum, okay? So no oohs or ahs or anything else. That will make it very simple with just a So let's just take a breath in, and then your own time humming. And another breath in, another hum. And we'll just do one more breath in. I'll ask Rebecca to mute the others now. And just take a moment.
Unmute Cielle.
Yep, I just did. Thank you. So just take that moment, feeling inside. How does it feel? Having had that vibration, your own sound reverberating in your own body. And then perhaps you have felt some resonance with others doing that with you. Just noticing. I titled this particular meditation, Embodied Presence. And so I wanted to bring us into our bodies through that humming. And then have a pause where you feel what is going on inside of you now. And now, I will also ask you to just connect with your own breath. Connect with your breath in your own way. Your way of connecting with your breath is the right way. One thing about connecting to our breath is it's always embodied. This meditation is an embodied presence. So bringing your attention to your breath brings you right to your body. And really sense in this moment how you are bringing with your breath. Perhaps you notice the rise and fall of your chest. Maybe you notice the air going in and out of your nostrils. Your way is the right way. And the way you're connecting to your breath now may be different than ways you've connected in the past. But you want to connect to it now because that also brings you to the present moment. This brings you to the embodied present moment. We're going to continue with what I call a little awareness tune-up. We'll make this really simple. A simple being present in the moment. So if your eyes are closed, that's fine. We can often sense within and without better with the eyes closed because the eyes kind of overwhelm us with information. But you could also have your eyes downcast. So just sense what the room you're sitting in feels like. And these can be very obvious things like the temperature of the room. Does the room feel hot or cold? Humid or dry? That's the space outside of you. And you can notice it. You can also sense for any sounds you hear. There may be some sounds in your environment, or maybe just the sound of my voice that's coming from the outside. Take also a moment to sense into what I'm going to call the feeling sense or the energetic sense of the space you're sitting in. I'm going to make a guess that most of you are sitting in a place that's familiar. And how does that familiar place feel like you? Like for me, I'm at home, so I feel a kind of comfort knowing that I'm at home. And again, that was a bit of our tune-up, just bringing awareness, simplifying things, just bringing awareness to the present moment. Because this is an embodied presence meditation, I'll now suggest that you bring your attention to different parts of your body. Once again, if your attention wanders from my suggestions, that's totally fine. Use them as a starting place. And if you notice that your attention seems to be wandering in areas that don't feel so fruitful, you can use my voice as a kind of a beacon to call you back. Bring awareness to the outer edges of your body. And also the extremities, the hands and feet. Notice what your hands are touching. They're generally not just floating in space. What are your feet making contact with? What parts of your body are in contact with what you're sitting on? And notice that. Notice if the texture is smooth or hard or lumpy. How is what you're sitting on? What's the texture like? How does your body make contact with it? See if you can rest into this sense of being held by a chair, a cushion, whatever you're sitting on. Can you rest into that? Whatever you're sitting on is being held by the floor. And the floor is being held by the building you're in. And that building is being held by Mother Earth. There's a lot of holding going on. Rest into that sense of being held. in this moment. Next, we'll do a body scan. We'll take just about a minute for this, so it's a relatively quick scan. You'll do it on your own. I won't guide you, other than to say I like to start with my feet. And scan your body. Don't leave any place out. Just a quick hello. You might be mindful of anything in your body that might feel in this moment heavy or contracted, or perhaps there's some pain. Adjust your position if that helps to create more ease. If there's places of chronic discomfort, say hello to them. Say hello, you're welcome here. If you need more time to continue your body scan, just continue on your own. If that feels complete for you, I'll do a little more guiding. We're now going to bring our attention into the three, we might call them energy centers, but they're inner centers of the body that tend to kind of light up or come alive more and more as we awaken. In fact, often people have their initial whole being realization in one of these centers primarily. And as we continue on our awakened path, the other ones will tend to come on board. There might always be one that is our sort of favorite or landing space, and that's okay. But bring your attention to the area of the head. Now, for many, the part of the head that tends to kind of come on board with awakening might either be the third eye or the crown. So these are just suggestions, but ones that many people notice. So just bringing your attention to that, to the head, perhaps the third eye or the crown, the top of the head. Pausing for a moment there. And then dropping your attention down into the chest area, the heart, the energetic heart. Some use the word chakra. And what area of the heart is drawing your attention today? Some people find it's more the left side, sometimes the center, sometimes the right. Sometimes it's a little above the heart or a little below. It's a pretty vast space. Notice freshly in this moment where in the heart your attention is drawn. And now letting your attention drop into the belly, the abdomen. What does that feel like today for you right now? I've heard some people feel like it almost describes like a bowl or a chalice, something they can hold, protect. What is it like for you today? This inner space head, heart, belly. It's a vast inner space. Bringing our attention to it can feel like we're arriving more fully in ourselves. And perhaps you can sense that arriving more fully in that embodied space. Now, allowing your attention to stay within that vast inner space, wherever it's most drawn, is right for you. I will offer a few words. These are words of invitation. And you will invite a sense of these words to be known inside right now. How they're showing up freshly in this present moment. So we're not so much looking for what they mean as to what you discover how they show up. In response to these words, it's remarkable how just inviting a sense of a particular word will often bring some flavor of that into our awareness. We'll find some resonance. For some of these words, you might find more resonance than others. But the first word I'll have you invite is the word alive. Just notice inside. When you invite the word alive, what resonates inside of you? Some may find an all over sense, perhaps a quiet aliveness. Some may find just perhaps just your hands feel alive. It's all okay. You're just noticing. Another word I'll offer to you is flowing. Sense inside if there's a sense that things are flowing, motion, movement. It may be subtle, it may be obvious. The next word is spacious. Spacious. Now, you might have also found that maybe when I said a word, what I might call a cousin to that word showed up for you. For example, I said spacious. Maybe you felt more expansious. Expansion was a better word for you. That's fine. There's no preference that one of these feels stronger than the other. You might not resonate with one of these words at all. It's just what's happening today that you sense in this present moment, your embodied experience. And also bring into your understanding that whatever you felt in response to words like alive, flowing, spacious, that this might be a resource you can return to. This embodied experience is within you. You are this. So to the degree that any of these feeling senses felt like resources, they're yours. You can invite them again. I'll continue to guide you in just a moment. But we'll just sit. You noticing inside what's happening for you. Now take a moment to also sense that although you're sensing inside of yourself, we're actually not alone. We're here together. This particular meditation we're doing as a group. There's others with you here. And maybe you have a sense for that. We're here holding each other. Part of this work is mutuality. Things get magnified in that field of self and other. So we're noticing things inside of ourselves, but we're doing this in a field of self and other. I'm going to say a few words to you. They're words from a song. Take them in, but imagine that I'm not the only one that's saying these words to you. But like-minded people that are here with you today are saying this to you. And you're taking it inside that vast inner space. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to hold you in love. See if you can sense that inside now, freshly, in this moment. If your attention is not already in your heart, I invite you to bring it to your heart. The heart is considered a center of love and compassion. Sense how love and compassion is showing up for you in this moment. You are the embodiment of love and compassion. Allow that sense of love and compassion that you embody to spread to those here with you in this meditation. Allow that sense of love and compassion to radiate from you to your city or town, your family. Allow it to spread even further. There's really no confines to love and compassion. It can start in your heart, but it can also flow to your country. We have several countries represented here, so we're spreading this. It can spread to your continent. Allow it. You don't really have to make it happen, but allow it to spread to the world, to Mother Earth. So all the people of the world, but also our dear Mother Earth. From your heart. Allow that radiance to even move from the earth into our solar system, while we also can say hello this week to our new comet, Neowise, visiting us. From our solar system, our lovely earth that holds these planets. But allow your love to spread to the galaxies, the galaxies, and beyond. I invite you now to continue this meditation in silence, in whatever way feels right to you, for as long as feels right to you. In order to do that, simply pause the recording. And then, when you feel that your meditation is complete, maybe it's just a few minutes, maybe it's more like 15, 20 minutes, but whenever it feels right to you, I invite you to turn the recording back on. And at that point, I'll give you some suggestions for completing the meditation. Bring your attention again, once again, just to your heart, your body. Noticing the contact you're making with the chair you're sitting on. Taking in your sense of the room you're in. You might want to start by opening up your eyes a little downcast, taking in the room. Perhaps stretching, moving your hands and feet. And as you take your time to more fully return from the meditative space into more of a shared space, I'll offer an invocation to that great love, that great compassion. It's always there. And thanking love and compassion for living in and through us. May all we do flow from our deep connection with love and compassion. And may it help us to become a community that vulnerably shares and holds each other's burdens, as well as the expansion of each other's glory. It helps to hold the glory of each other's freedom and happiness. And may we collectively also hold the heart's longing for the healing of the entire earth. Again, I'll read those few lines of the song, and you are saying them too. It's not just me. This is to the whole world. I am sending you light. I heal you. I hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. That's our invocation for the world. Thank you for joining me.